I'm just getting something. Where is it? We can't do what I'm about to do without the onion. So I'm making today on Instagram, Ashley River Brandt posted my not tuna pate, and of course I needed to soak. She made hers with almonds. I've done that. I've been soaking pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and cashews. I'm gonna drain, and then we're gonna process them together. On the side, I'm gonna cut onions and celery and add lemon juice and salt, and we're gonna have a pate. I cannot believe I'm doing this close to 10 o'clock at night, but I'm hungry and I've already soaked the nuts and seeds. And I have found that if I don't do it right away, they could just sit there and go to waste. So that can't happen. So we are going to get the strainer, the big strainer, and we're gonna strain into the Cuisinart, the food processor. Every kitchen needs to have at least a mini food processor. So are you guys here? Are you commenting? Are you thumbs upping? Because I'm showing up. I can't believe I'm doing it, but I am. Blade. You guys know what the food processor looks like. I'll never forget the first time my mom showed me, I think she had just gotten a new one and she just figured out how to use it, and I was standing there. And so I became comfortable in the kitchen because my mom was comfortable in the kitchen. She made really fast, good food, and she said that I was the best and the fastest in the West. I was always fast. If someone was hungry, there was food 15 minutes later, and good to eat and delicious food. It's been my thing. So here are the nuts and seeds. 1 cup pumpkin seeds, 1 cup sunflower seeds, and 1.5 cups of cashews going in. I know it's a lot, but I intend to share, and it will stay for like 5 days easy. So I like to pulse that first, but I'm also going to be chopping the onion and putting it in a bowl on the side. I'm drinking fresh, brewed nettle tea. And my lights are, I need to recharge my lights. Okay, let's see how fast we can do it. Ready, set, go. It's 9:23. And I only have a piece of an onion, but it should be enough. I could add garlic. I don't know if I've ever added fresh garlic. I'm sure I've added garlic powder, but you guys know how I've been loving my fresh garlic. I was painting, and then I went out for a hike, and then I came back, and here I am. Peeling the onion. I am preparing raw food. It's my not tuna pate. So it's actually inspired by how my mom used to make tuna fish with celery and onions. I think she used onion powder too. Mine's gonna be fresh onion, minced, chopped small, and really finely chopped celery. And you can use a vegan mayo if you want, but I'm using cashews as the creamy factor. So I'm chopping the things I want chopped first to set aside in a bowl. Then I'm gonna process the nuts to get them down to the consistency I like. A bit creamy. And this has been a winner. People have made this through the years. This has been on YouTube for many, many years. And this is the first time I'm making it in probably a year. So this is exciting. Okay, chopped onions. Purple onions are my favorite. And I'm gonna process. This is gonna go quick, I think. As long as it tastes good. Let's put this in my little pink bowl. And tonight, I always clean up at night before I go to sleep, but I kind of want to go into the studio and finish something I'm working on or work on something I started. I'm doing color stories for 2 big paintings I'm going to be working on. Huge paintings. Yeah, it's all raw. It's just soaked 1 cup pumpkin seeds, 1 cup sunflower seeds, 1.5 cups or 1 cup of cashews, and they were soaking for like 6 hours. So the cashews are soft, everything's soft and sprouted. I am vegan, yes, at the moment. Hello, Darla. Yes, yes, yes. Visceral love. This is all raw. Let's cut the celery. Tiny celery. I make a few slices lengthwise so it makes it easier to cut them. It's most efficient for cutting them small. This is exactly how my mom made tuna fish, except she used tuna from a can. And the creaminess was from mayo. And for us, it's seeds as the tuna, and it is cashews as the mayo. This pate on a cabbage boat, on romaine, on gluten-free bread, whatever you want to do. I'm going to do another stalk of celery. So that was about 1/4 of a purple onion. 1 stalk so far of celery. This is very fat, beautiful celery. I like it. You love pumpkin seeds. I tried making tahini yesterday, but you couldn't get the consistency right. Yeah, you would need to pulse that for a long time, or get some juicers do nut butters. I've never done that, actually. Pumpkin seeds get rid of parasites. They're very, very healthy. So this is protein, you guys. Where do you get your protein? You get your protein from chia seeds, almond butter, walnuts, flax, nut seeds, and amino acids, leafy greens. 2 stalks of celery so far. I can always add more if I want it, but I feel like since these were very fat stalks, we're gonna pulse and blend. So we're at 9:26 or 8. It's been 5 minutes. Here we go. The consistency is nice. Then I spatula the sides. And get the sides down so they all get out. Oh, I gotta add lemon juice because that will help with the consistency. So let's do that. I don't love the pits this time. It'll make it bitter. Do we want fresh garlic? I think we do. I'll use some garlic paste for ease. I didn't do it long enough. Yeah, you need to do it for a long time. Okay, lemon juice is important for this, for some brightness. We're getting our vitamin C, which we need to replenish ourselves with every day. And if I feel I'm a little bit like, whoa, it's been hot. I've been active. And salt. Now you're gonna salt to taste. I'm gonna get the garlic. Where is the salt? Oh. And if you want it creamier, you could add in cashew cream cheese, cashews, more cashews. I think we're good. Garlic paste. 7 minutes. Not too bad for a beautiful dinner and something that you'll have for days. A squeeze of my garlic paste, use a clove or 2. This is really cool, vegan mayo with avocado oil. You could add a little bit to it if you want it decadent. You don't have to. Let's see what we got. It's looking good. Add a little water, maybe add a little nettle to have it going a little smoother. Oh, it looks gorgeous. Take the bowl. I'm gonna scrape down the sides one more time. Looks so beautiful. Taste it. That's good. I'm gonna add a little olive oil to make it a little creamier. Costarina. Just a little bit. A little more salt, a little more lemon. The lemon's key. Key for this. Can't stress enough. Thank you for the thumbs up. The more thumbs up, the better. Okay. That's 3/4 of a lemon so far. I'm giving you guys measurements. Rub the lemon on you. It's a mood lifter, collagen booster. Hi. Refreshing. Add a little more salt. The onion and celery will give it flavor too. We're just at 9 minutes. I'm timing myself and giving recipe. That's so unusual. It's just so unusual. Ah, I see some on the sides. I gotta get it off the sides. So if you're having trouble with the consistency, you can always just add a little liquid of your choice. Amazing. I want it a little creamier. I'm gonna add a little more nettle leaf tea. Oh my gosh, you guys, I haven't made this in so long, and it used to be a staple. The not tuna pate. I might have added a 1/4 cup of water easy, or tea. Could be 1/2 cup. You can use a whole lemon. Hey Jennifer B. It's Saturnian of me, totally. I just did a beautiful session with Jamie, and she reminded me that, or she told me that Saturn and Neptune are retrograding in my 7th house. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh. You're so right, Jen. Like, who am I? You? But I've done this so many times, and sometimes having the amounts are good to know. I'm adding the other 1/4 of lemon, so I used an entire lemon. And that's, you know, some lemons are small and some lemons are big, so do it to taste. I bought organic lemon juice in a jar just in case I don't have lemons, just to have in the refrigerator, because I've been loving every day having my lemon ginger honey shots. So that's how you do it. Okay, salt is in. And I feel like I need a little more salt, and I just ran out of my little dish. And I have real salt here. Redmond's, not always what I use, but I'm using it now. I didn't measure the salt. So you guys do the salt to taste, garlic to taste, although I recommend a clove or 2. And now we're gonna scrape. You guys can't see. Here, scrape. It's so beautiful. So this on romaine, wrapped in collard, if you like that. On a cracker, if you like that. In the 70s, people made like tuna casseroles, like macaroni and tuna. My mom didn't do that. Okay, this is perfect. Jennifer, I thought about you today. I'm like, you gotta be wearing black today. I loved your story the other day, and that we are so connected, and I needed you obviously to do what you did, and that you and Claire were wearing white like I was, a white tank top, and black is just, it's the best. Black is serious. She gets the job done. Look how beautiful, you guys. This is just, I would be proud to serve this to anyone, raw or not. Like, this is a really good thing to take to a party, a little bowl of it and some crackers or carrots, or you can't, this is so beautiful. And it's so nice to have it in your fridge, so when you're hungry, you just take a little scoop, put it on some romaine, on radicchio, on a piece of celery, on your pasta, if that makes you excited. It's perfection. I nailed it. I'm very excited. Nothing makes me happier than when my food comes out perfect. So in goes 2 stalks of celery. This is only 1/4 of an onion because it's all I had. I might have used more. Black pepper. I don't have any. I do not have the black pepper. I've got pink pepper. I've got chili flakes. What do you think I should put in? Jennifer wrote, I once broke up with a guy when he made me tuna noodle casserole for dinner. This is so wrong. I had it at my friend Elisa's house when I was 7, and I was like, oh, tuna. And the tuna, when it's baked, it gets more fishy. My mom kind of disguised the tuna like this. So if you are making tuna, make it this way too. But this is really, you got to know how to make this. I'm very excited. Ashley reminded me. I love when people remind me of my One True Thing green soup or the things that I've made. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got to tell you, the sweet balls that I made are so good. That's perfect. Let me find something to put it on. I feel proud. And it's not a big mess. And we finished, I would say, a minute ago. So $15 minutes. We started at 9:23. 33 would be 10 minutes. And then 5. So 15 minutes. You can do this. Yeah, the One True Thing green soup is like a staple, but I forget about it. You knew he wasn't for me when that came out of the oven. How old? How old was he that he made it? Was that like the thing his mom made and then he made it? I have purple cabbage, so I'm going to cut a piece. You can make it a boat or you could just make it a wedge. It's really up to you. But since I have this, I will put some on. Just like that. And you could do that in the middle of the day if you're hungry. Or make a beautiful plate for yourself. But, even more lemon, even. A lemon and a half or even 2. So that's a lot of nuts and seeds. However, so I prefer it on romaine because the cabbage has flavor. And I would say a little bit on a lot of romaine because it's a lot of nuts and seeds. No nuts. Yeah, cashew nuts. But it is divine. You can put romaine, the tuna, the not tuna, and then a slice of tomato. Good girl. Make it for tomorrow. I'm going to clean up. Go back into the studio. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that out of my head. Like a man taking a tuna casserole out of the oven. Like, I just can't, like, and I can smell it now. Like baked tuna just gets extra. I'll clean up while you guys are on the phone, because why not? For togetherness. You guys can talk to each other. How many of you have actually made this? This is a classic. This is a Dara classic. Classic. Here's my paint brushes from earlier. And I took a picture on Instagram in my stories of the painting that I did. And then I ended up doing a heck of a lot to it. And then I got called to run out the door. I ran out the door because someone called me to meet them. And I don't know if I like what I did. I think I may have ruined it, but it's okay. Here's my brushes. And it's okay to ruin a canvas every once in a while, or make it better once there's usually one point, unless you just do very quick abstract stuff and leave it alone. There's some point where you've like, I worked it too hard, and I may have done that. Toscano, we made the not tuna pate to serve on romaine or cabbage, and it's insane. And I gave you guys the recipe, so if anybody wants to type it up in the comments, it'd be so appreciated. Remember, you can use your vegan mayo if you want, but this is whole raw food. Would you do painting or watercolor on silk? Oh, you can definitely do beautiful, maybe ink paintings on silk. I haven't painted on silk yet. Not yet. But people do. Google that and see what comes up. Here's my little snack. DD tribe. That's a lot. So I'm going to put it in a container. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, duh. You know what I forgot? The dulse. The dulse. That's what makes it fishy or seaweedy. I'm going to get the dulse. How did I forget? You have painted on silk, Miss B? Of course I'd like to try that. I like to try everything. Where, oh where? You know what would be nice in it too? Little chopped up olives. We need the dulse. I can't believe I almost forgot it, but I remembered. Cool sound. Did you add a butterfly hummingbird to the garden painting? I didn't add anything. I loved it just as it was, but I will be maybe adding a butterfly, dragonfly to the big paintings I'm about to do. I really may have screwed one up this evening, but that's okay. I was in a mood and it felt good. It was like the activity of painting I needed more than like the result. It was like, I feel like that, and it helped me. Now we need to chop up. A scissor would help. We need to have little pieces. Usually I use dulse flakes, but I don't have any here. But this will do. Seaweed. You have a good memory, Toscana. How is it? What medium do you use to paint on silk? Is it ink? Is it watercolor? Is it fabric paint, diluted, like thin fabric paint? I'm making my own flakes right now. It felt complete to me. Like I just was happy with that moment. And sometimes when you rework a painting or add things, sometimes you just go wrong. And you got to know the best thing to know about painting is when to stop. And I didn't do that tonight, but I'm curious to go look at it and see if I can elevate it in any way from what I did. It was complete in my eyes. Exactly. It felt complete. I'm good. On to the next. This is really tough dulse, but it's dulse nonetheless. It's very good quality. Dharma trading, no. Okay, silk paint, fabric paint with resist. So you mix it with the resist. Do you have to mix it with the resist? Is resist its own It sounds familiar. Oh, resist. Okay, resist. I got it. Resist is like masking fluid in watercolor. So when you put on the resist, your paints won't flow everywhere. They'll flow only with inside the lines of the resist. I've not tried Dharma trading. Ugh, I'm struggling. All right. Now it is complete. Love. So now we're going to put it in its bowl to go in the fridge. And I could take a little sneaky snacky when I want. If I'm in Vanny B, what usually happens is if I meet people out, Holly and I love to hang out in Vanny B, or when we have like people, it's just so nice to sit in there, and I'm notorious for snacks. And I think this would be an amazing thing to have to snack on with a cracker, those crackers that I love. And then I have those little sweet balls, which my next event with once the food processor is out, it's out. And now, once I'm like working with it again, I'm like, what can I blend? And I want to make the low glycemic balls. They fit nicely. So, I hope you enjoyed tonight's live. It was short, it was sweet. I love you guys. Get your greens on. This is really great since I am lowering my intake of fruit. I was eating only fruit, and now that I'm eating, this makes me want to have greens. You have a little bit of seeds, a nut pate for your greens. It makes your greens more exciting. So we're lowering the sugar fruit intake, and we're upping the greens and grounding things. So I love you guys. Thank you for the thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Get your greens on, and I'm going to see you tomorrow.